And when you let go of who they've been or who you think they are, who even you would like them to be, you can then really stay in the present and take in the joy and the love that is present and there.
Now, the Hollywood star Bruce Willis has been diagnosed with a form of dementia. His family released a statement to say that it was a relief to finally have a clear diagnosis for Bruce Willis's health condition.
Does he know what's going on? Is that something that he is aware of?
Hard to know. It's hard to know.
Yeah.
Demi Moore just confirmed what fans have feared for years. Bruce Willis didn't just step back from Hollywood, he was silenced.
Nothing can keep me down. I've been attacked by terrorists, asteroids, film critics, music critics, restaurant critics, divorce lawyers, male pattern baldness, and none of it stopped me.
From secretive Hollywood gatherings hosted by Sean Diddy Combs to his shocking connection with Will Smith, Bruce's story isn't just about his devastating health struggles. It's about the powerful men and whispered secrets that may have forced his silence. And then there's Demi Moore, dropping cryptic comments about Bruce. Was she hinting at something much bigger?
And when you let go of who they've been or who you think they are, who even you would like them to be, you can then really stay in the present and take in the joy and the love that is present and there.
What did Bruce Willis really know? And why does it seem like the industry turned its back on one of its biggest stars? Let's dive right into the most shocking allegations that have left Hollywood insiders and fans alike questioning the silence around Bruce Willis. Sean Diddy Combs has always been known for hosting over-the-top parties, filled with celebrities, luxury, and music that shakes the walls. But his notorious freak-off parties are in a league of their own, and not for reasons you'd expect. These gatherings were anything but ordinary. On the surface, they were flashy and opulent, but underneath the glitz, there's a growing cloud of unsettling allegations, from manipulation to outright exploitation.
As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended performances with male commercial.
Here's where things take a surprising turn. Bruce Willis, the legendary action star who made walking barefoot on broken glass look easy, was allegedly a familiar face at these controversial events. Reports suggest Bruce wasn't just an occasional guest. He was a regular attendee. These weren't your average Hollywood get-togethers. Insiders have described them as secretive gatherings where entertainment often crossed uncomfortable boundaries, blending indulgence with a sinister undertone.
You're going to hear about my parties, they're going to be shutting them down, they're going to probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
One particularly shocking story centers around a photograph showing Bruce Willis at one of these parties. The image allegedly captures him at a dinner table with a human centerpiece, a woman lying across the table, her body decorated with sushi and desserts. This wasn't just a gimmick or an eccentric display of wealth. To many, it symbolized dominance and control, turning a person into furniture to entertain the elite. And it didn't stop there. Allegations claim these events were meticulously designed for more than just wild celebrations. Some attendees have described them as elaborate traps, with hidden cameras reportedly used to record guests in compromising situations. These recordings, some say, were tools for manipulation, giving powerful hosts leverage over Hollywood's biggest names. So, where does Bruce Willis fit into all this? Was he just an innocent participant enjoying the high life, or did he unknowingly step into a dangerous game of control? Or worse, did he see something he wasn't supposed to? The involvement of stars like Bruce Willis at these parties raises important questions. Was Bruce merely a guest enjoying the perks of celebrity status, or did he witness things that could have made him a target? It's no secret that Hollywood has a long history of silencing those who threaten to expose its darkest secrets. Adding to the intrigue is Bruce's unexpected connection to Will Smith, who has also been linked to Diddy's events. On the surface, Bruce Willis and Will Smith may seem like an unlikely duo, two stars from vastly different backgrounds and with distinct approaches to their craft. But their friendship, forged during the heights of their respective careers, has layers that reveal deeper connections than many might have expected. At its core, their bond represents a rare mix of admiration, mentorship, and mutual support. But could there be more to this connection than meets the eye? Will Smith has never been shy about expressing his admiration for Bruce Willis. In a 1996 press junket promoting Independence Day, Will openly admitted to modeling his role after Bruce's iconic performance in Die Hard. He described Bruce as a trailblazer who redefined the action genre, making heroes relatable by showcasing their flaws and vulnerability. From walking barefoot across broken glass to wrestling with moral dilemmas, Bruce's characters weren't invincible. They were human.
What was the lottery number last night? You guys play lottery? No?
This admiration wasn't one-sided. Bruce, who had already cemented his legacy as a leading man, saw in Will the energy and charisma of a younger version of himself. As Will made his transition from TV stardom on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to headlining Hollywood blockbusters, Bruce became a figure of inspiration, a role model for successfully navigating the tricky leap from television to film. But their connection wasn't confined to their careers. Behind the scenes, a genuine friendship began to blossom. This friendship proved invaluable during one of the most challenging periods of Bruce Willis's personal life, his divorce from Demi Moore. The high-profile split had left Bruce grappling with how to maintain a stable environment for his 3 daughters while navigating the complexities of co-parenting. Around this time, Demi began a public relationship with a much younger Ashton Kutcher, further complicating the dynamic. It was Will who stepped in with some life-changing advice. Having already fostered a harmonious relationship with his own ex-wife, Cherie Zampino, and his then-wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will had unique insights into creating a functional blended family. On the show, Red Table Talk, Will even described his dynamic with Cherie and Jada as a non-throuple, emphasizing the importance of prioritizing the children above all else.
I've had a non-throuple for years with Cherie. When you have your husband that is taking care of another woman and spending time with another woman, it's the same thing.
For Bruce, this advice was a turning point. He later credited Will with helping him see the bigger picture and making peace with the new dynamics in his life. As a result, Bruce and Demi managed to establish a co-parenting relationship that many in Hollywood consider exemplary. The two even remained close friends, regularly appearing together at family events alongside Ashton Kutcher. It was a rare display of maturity and unity in an industry often marred by bitter splits. But while their personal connection has been celebrated, their professional and social ties have raised eyebrows. Both Bruce and Will were frequent attendees at Sean Diddy Combs' infamous parties, lavish gatherings that catered to Hollywood's elite. These events, often shrouded in secrecy, were known for their extravagance, but rumors have long persisted that they also served as hotspots for power plays and manipulation. Could shared experiences at these exclusive gatherings have deepened their bond in ways the public will never fully understand? One of the more unsettling theories involves what these parties represented. Attendees included some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry, and it's been speculated that certain events were designed to gather leverage over powerful individuals. Hidden cameras, clandestine recordings, and other methods of control have been rumored to be part of the equation, with insiders claiming these tactics were used to secure silence and loyalty. If Bruce and Will were both privy to these gatherings, could they have been exposed to something so damaging that silence became the safest option? Was their shared knowledge of Hollywood's darker corners a factor that brought them closer? Some even wonder if their friendship served as a mutual pact of protection, ensuring that no secrets spilled from either side.
I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in a suitcase.
And then there's Demi Moore. Bruce's ex-wife has remained a pillar of support during his health battles, but her comments over the years hint at something deeper. Demi has described Bruce as braver than people realized, adding that he always stood up for what he believed in, even if it meant challenging powerful figures.
I think, given the givens he's doing,
very well.
Could this bravery have made Bruce a target? Did his unwillingness to stay silent about what he saw in Hollywood lead to his eventual silencing by industry men? And what role, if any, did his diagnosis of frontotemporal dementia play in his withdrawal from the spotlight? For context, in April 2022, it came to light that Bruce Willis was dealing with aphasia, a condition that messes with his ability to communicate. Following the 2022 announcement that the actor was retiring following an aphasia diagnosis, his family gave a difficult update through Demi's Instagram account. The 5 women explained in a joint Instagram post that the actor's condition had sadly progressed into frontotemporal dementia, known as FTD. They shared, "Bruce's condition has progressed and we now have a more specific diagnosis, frontotemporal dementia. Unfortunately, challenges with communication are just one symptom of the disease Bruce faces. While this is painful, it is a relief to finally have a clear diagnosis." The family statement continued, "As a family, we wanted to take this opportunity to thank you all for the outpouring of love and compassion for Bruce over the past 10 months. Your generosity of spirit has been overwhelming, and we are tremendously grateful for it." Concluding the heartbreaking announcement, they added, "Bruce has always found joy in life and has helped everyone he knows to do the same. It has meant the world to see that sense of care echoed back to him and to all of us. We have been so moved by the love you have all shared for our dear husband, father, and friend during this difficult time. Your continued compassion, understanding, and respect will enable us to help Bruce live as full a life as possible." The letter was signed, "The Ladies of Willis Moore." Talk about a curveball, right? In addition to this, Bruce's current wife, Emma Hemming, recently shared a heartbreaking update on the actor's health. The renowned model candidly expressed to her fans that she is not good, but emphasized her daily endeavor to discover something beautiful. Inviting her followers to participate, Emma asked them to share images of something beautiful from their lives.
I don't want it to be misconstrued that like I'm good, because I'm not.
Now, you might be wondering how Demi Moore is involved in this real-life saga with someone she parted ways with decades ago. I'll tell you how she's moved right in with Bruce and Emma. Demi's actions are speaking louder than any gossip column, showing that her bond with Bruce is more solid than anyone could have imagined. You might want to grab a tissue because this isn't your run-of-the-mill Hollywood story. It's a tearjerker that defies the norms. Now, you might be wondering how Demi Moore is involved in this real-life saga with someone she parted ways with decades ago. I'll tell you how she's moved right in with Bruce and Emma. Demi's actions are speaking louder than any gossip column, showing that her bond with Bruce is more solid than anyone could have imagined. You might want to grab a tissue because this isn't your run-of-the-mill Hollywood story. It's a tearjerker that defies the norms. But let's rewind a bit. In the late 90s, Demi and Bruce were the ultimate power couple. They even set up camp in rural Idaho to raise their kids away from the spotlight. Yet, as A-list careers soared, their relationship found itself in the turbulence of Tinseltown. Lights, cameras, and divorce papers took center stage, but guess what? Their friendship didn't get the memo to exit stage left. After their marriage ended, Demi and Bruce were the textbook example of co-parenting goals. It's like they graduated from the school of celeb exes with honors. Amid new relationships, they showed up together for their kids, proving that love might change its form, but it doesn't fade away. Hold on to your hats, because this roller coaster keeps going. Demi tied the knot with Ashton Kutcher, and Bruce made a front row appearance at their wedding. Seriously, who needs soap operas when you've got this real-life drama unfolding? Oh, and when Bruce got hitched to model Emma Hemming, Demi was right there, extending a warm welcome. Can you say blended family goals? And now, with Bruce's health challenges in the spotlight, Demi's stepping up again. She's moved in with the gang to provide rock-solid support as Bruce navigates this new chapter. If there's ever been a masterclass in friendship, Demi Moore is teaching it. Meanwhile, fans have not failed to applaud Demi for being there for the father of her children. One particular fan wrote, "Demi and Bruce are such a great example on how to remain on good terms for the sake of their children after a divorce." A second fan added, "Bruce Willis's family shows what real grown-ups are like. How amazing that Demi has moved in to help Bruce and his current wife with his care. Equally amazing is his wife's acceptance of this. They seem to have a wonderful family dynamic. No petty jealousies, just caring support." And a third fan wrote, "Okay, I have to change my well-established opinions about Demi Moore. The care and compassion she is displaying for her ex-husband and father of her children is deeply moving. I hope this whole blended family continues to find strength and support For context, Bruce was diagnosed with a rare form of dementia a few years back, leaving his family and fans heartbroken. The news has shaken the entertainment industry, with insiders revealing the actor's courageous battle and the toll it has taken on his career. The specific type of dementia plaguing Willis is known as frontotemporal dementia, FTD, a condition that causes gradual nerve cell loss in critical areas of the brain. Unlike sudden brain function decline, FTD progresses over time, leading to a host of cognitive and behavioral changes. The journey since his diagnosis has been one of immense struggle for the Hollywood icon, as he grapples with the gradual loss of the very essence that defined him. But the story doesn't end there. Willis's battle has exposed the challenges of a disease that goes beyond just memory loss. Frontotemporal dementia takes a toll on personality, language, and behavior due to the loss of nerve cells in the brain's frontal and temporal lobes. These crucial regions govern our social interactions, decision-making, and emotional responses. For Willis, once a charismatic and sharp-witted star, this meant facing an uphill battle against a relentless adversary. The signs of Willis's condition began emerging even before his official diagnosis. In a 3-year period leading up to his retirement, Willis made 22 geezer teaser movies, but witnesses on set slowly started to recognize he was becoming an increasing liability and have now spoken out. The action star allegedly misfired guns during movie takes and needed someone to read his lines to him through an earpiece as his symptoms worsened. Willis, who has been in more than 70 movies since he got his start in the 1970s, withdrew from acting last year as he began his fight with the illness that caused his language abilities to deteriorate. In the last few years, his management made sure that Willis's film shoots only lasted a maximum of 2 days, of which he would often only work for 4 hours due to his declining health. In a candid revelation, the director of one of his recent projects, Mike Burns, disclosed that he had to make drastic adjustments to accommodate Willis's cognitive struggles when filming Out of Death. The director's email from 2020, now in the public domain, revealed the heart-wrenching request to reduce Willis's part and shorten his lines. "It looks like we need to knock down Bruce's page count by about 5 pages, director Mike Burns said in the email to the screenwriter. "We also need to abbreviate his dialogue a bit so that there are no monologues, etc." In 2022, director Mike Burns was offered the chance to direct another film of Willis, Wrong Place. However, he was worried about the actor's health. One of Willis's associates was told that the actor was a whole different person, way better than last year. However, when he went to film Wrong Place, Burns said, "I didn't think he was better. I thought he was worse. After we finished, I said, I'm done. I'm not going to do any other Bruce Willis movies. I am relieved that he is taking time off." As colleagues and friends rallied around him, the severity of the situation became increasingly evident. Willis's struggles were not limited to his cinematic presence. He found it challenging to remember lines, required an earpiece to receive cues, and even needed a body double for action scenes. The fact that such an iconic action star needed assistance to execute sequences that were once his forte was a painful reality for his peers to witness. Numerous collaborators came forward, recounting their concerns about Willis's well-being. The overwhelming consensus painted a picture of a man who was slowly losing his grasp on reality. Amidst all this, Willis continued to collect substantial paychecks for his work, even as his condition worsened. However, his family soon made a statement saying that the actor would retire due to his aphasia. As a result of this, and with much consideration, Bruce is stepping away from the career that has meant so much to him. The actor's daughter, Rumor Willis, wrote in an Instagram post, also signed by her siblings, the actor's wife, Emma, and ex-wife, Demi. With his official retirement announcement, the entertainment world came to terms with the loss of one of its brightest stars. However, some conspiracy theorists argue that Bruce's health decline may have been accelerated or even exploited by those who wanted him out of the picture. Could the industry have played a role directly or indirectly in his silence?
Does he know what's going on? Is that something that he is aware of?
Hard to know.
Hollywood has long been known as a place where immense power resides behind the scenes, controlled by an elite few who pull the strings. These power brokers are experts at silencing those who step out of line, ensuring the industry's darker secrets remain hidden. Sean Diddy Combs' notorious freak-off parties have become emblematic of this hidden power dynamic. Allegations surrounding these events include claims of coercion, blackmail, and even secret recordings used to manipulate attendees. Allegations allegations that paint a chilling picture of how control is maintained in the entertainment world. The question now is, was Bruce Willis an unwitting participant in these parties, caught up in the web of influence, or did he stumble upon something far more explosive? Some speculate that his connection to these events may have made him a target for the industry's silencing tactics. Bruce's recent health battles only deepen the intrigue. As his voice grows quieter in Hollywood, questions linger. Was his silence enforced by circumstances beyond his control? Or is there a deeper story about the price of knowing too much in an industry shrouded in secrecy? Only time will tell. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.